The US ambassador to South Africa, Ruben Brigetti, has issued an apology for his remarks on arms sales to Russia. His comments had caused a diplomatic storm and had led to President Cyril Ramaphosa appointing an independent probe, led by a retired judge, to investigate the allegations. Brigetti said that his remarks had been misrepresented, and that he was grateful for the opportunity to speak with Foreign Minister Naledi Pandor to correct any misimpressions left by his public remarks. Department of International Relations and Cooperation spokesperson Clayson Manyela said that diplomatic protocol was not observed when Brigetti went public with his utterances. He added that they had asked Brigetti to produce evidence that South Africa was arming Russia, but this was not done. The inquiry will be another platform to receive such evidence. Manyela further emphasized that the relations between the two countries are strategic and far too important to be jeopardized by such incidents. The Department of Defense has welcomed the investigation and said it would clear the air on the allegations. South Africa's National Conventional Arms Control Committee had already stated that they had not approved any sale of arms to Russia related to the period or incident in question. Therefore, any assertion that South Africa sold arms or is arming Russia is factually incorrect. Now, who is this troublesome US ambassador called Ruben Brigetti? Ruben Brigetti is the current US ambassador to South Africa, having assumed the post in November 2021. He is a respected diplomat, scholar, and leader who has made significant contributions to the field of international relations, particularly in Africa. Born in Jacksonville, Florida, in 1973, Brigetti earned a Bachelor of Arts degree in Political Science from the University of Virginia in 1995. He went on to obtain a Master of Arts degree in Philosophy, Politics, and Economics from Magdalen College at the University of Oxford in 1997. In 2001, he earned his Juris Doctor degree from the Georgetown University Law Center. Brigetti has had a distinguished career in both academia and government. He served as an assistant professor of government and politics at George Mason University, where he was also the director of the African Studies program. He was a senior fellow and director of the Sustainable Security Program at the Center for American Progress, a progressive think tank, and he was the founding faculty advisor for the University of Virginia's Global Policy Center. Brigetti's government service includes serving as the Deputy Assistant Secretary of State for African Affairs from 2013 to 2015, and as the U.S. Representative to the African Union from 2015 to 2018. He was also the Vice-Chancellor and President of the University of the South from 2018 to 2021. Brigetti has been a strong advocate for Africa throughout his career. He has written extensively on African politics, security, and development, and has been a frequent commentator on these issues in the media. He has been recognized for his work with numerous awards, including the Council on Foreign Relations International Affairs Fellowship, the International Security Studies Fellowship at Yale University, and the Department of State's Meritorious Honor Award. As the U.S. ambassador to South Africa, Brigetti has a critical role to play in advancing U.S.-South Africa relations. South Africa is a vital partner for the U.S. in Africa, and the two countries have a long history of cooperation on a wide range of issues. These include trade, investment, security, and health. Brigetti's deep knowledge of the continent and his experience in diplomacy and government make him an ideal choice for this position. One of Brigetti's top priorities as ambassador is to deepen economic ties between the U.S. and South Africa. In 2020, U.S.-South Africa bilateral trade was valued at over $16 billion. The U.S. is also a significant investor in South Africa, with over $8 billion in direct investment in the country. Brigetti is committed to expanding this economic partnership, with a particular focus on promoting U.S. investment in South Africa's infrastructure, energy, and digital sectors. Another important issue for Brigetti is promoting democracy and human rights in South Africa and across the African continent. He has spoken out on a range of human rights issues, including the need to protect the rights of women and girls, promote LGBTQ+ rights, and combat discrimination and violence against vulnerable groups. Brigetti has also emphasized the importance of good governance and democratic institutions in Africa, and has worked to strengthen these institutions in his previous roles in government. In conclusion, Ruben Brigetti is a highly qualified and experienced diplomat who is well suited to serve as the U.S. ambassador to South Africa. His deep knowledge of Africa, his expertise in diplomacy and government, and his commitment to promoting democracy, human rights, and economic growth make him an excellent choice for this important role. Thanks for watching. Please comment, like, share and subscribe.